Hey everybody, welcome to the Nonprofit Playbook. I'm Christi, the CEO.
And I'm Dr. Sharon. Today's topic is your nonprofit really a business?
That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, is your nonprofit operating like a business? Because I think people forget what it means to operate a nonprofit. When we say is nonprofit operating like a business, what are we talking about?
Well, I think the first thing that individuals think about when they say, is your nonprofit operating like a business? They're thinking about, do you have staff? Are you paying people? Are you doing free events? Because most people, when they think about a nonprofit, they think everything has to be free because it's a nonprofit. It's for the poor, it's for the needy, it's for the less fortunate. But that's not what a nonprofit is. It
Right.
still has to have a business structure in order for it to move the way it's supposed to move.
I can't even stand when people call nonprofits, to be honest with you. A nonprofit is a purpose with a cause, a purpose driven business, a business with a cause. You can just simply call it a business with a cause. Your nonprofit is to serve, and you still have expenses, bottom line, revenues, all of that kind of stuff coming in. And some nonprofits, here's your cool tip for the day, you can have programs that have a cost to them. Call that program service revenue. That's an excellent way to fund your nonprofit in addition to grants, donors, anything like that.
Yeah.
And what does a business with a cause need in order to even operate and sustain?
So outside of people, because for whatever reason we missed that part, I don't have any good board members, or I don't have this, I'm gonna do it by myself. But outside of people, you need a structure first. Like, stop doing the paperwork without understanding the stuff behind it. How much is this going to cost? What kind of structure is this going to be? What kind of standard operating procedures do I need? What policies do I need? I think all of those things go hand in hand. Now, you can hire someone like us to, of course, do your paperwork, but we're also going to teach you and show you you need a budget, you need QuickBooks, you need accounting. You already know where I'm going with that. You could finish
Love
that
it.
part off.
Love it. So I think one of the most impactful expenses of your organization is paying for a good bookkeeper, a good accountant. That helps you create your budget. So people think bookkeepers, it's not just data entry. They help you understand where your money's coming in and where your money is going out. I know the term budget is scary. I know that financial management is just like wackadoodle. It's hard to understand. It's a scary topic. But if you have a bookkeeper and you invest in that service, you'll know the exact amount of money coming in and the exact amount of money going out. And that's how you operate a business. You have to have that business mindset.
And let's clear up something when it comes to budget, because a lot of people, when they hear the word budget, they're saying, budget, this is what went into my bank account, right? So there's two ways to look at it. There's the budget of, this is what I need to spend money on: a space, a staff, little systems that we use, automations, except Monday.com, things of that nature. So there's that budget. But then there's also when you're getting a grant and they say they want to go into your bank statements and they want to see your budget. You're saying, oh, I have a $2 million budget because you created that on the spreadsheet. But $2 million has not even touched your bank account.
Right.
So truly, what is your true budget? So I think people have to start at the bottom and say, this is what I need for year one. Even though we are thinking about year 5, this budget is specifically for year 1. So this is our budget that we need to come up with. We work off of this. And then at the end of the year, we see what we actually spent. And that's probably going to be our budget for year 2.
Know how much it costs to operate your program. Even as basic as your program serves single mothers and you need diapers. Go Google and see how much a diaper costs. You know you need to serve 100 babies. Babies go through a lot of diapers.
Yes.
Do some math there, and that's how you put together an initial budget.
Yeah. So I think it is as simple as, of course, getting those things. But of course, we understand when you're first starting a nonprofit, you don't have those funds. So think about what you learned when you were in school. Get an Excel spreadsheet, use that calculator. If you have to do things by hand, do that. Maybe not add and subtract by hand, but maybe use a calculator.
Because that's going to come out wrong.
Right. But use a calculator and start off with those basics, because what you're getting into the habit of is disciplining yourself to continuously do those things so that when the real money comes in and the real bookkeeper and the real accounting comes in for your organization, it's golden for you.
I love it. And remember, being broke does not mean humble. Tell me about that real quick, and then we're going to close out today's tips, tricks, and gems.
Being broke does not mean humble, because with the nonprofit, they always say, oh, you have a nonprofit, that means no money. Nonprofits equal no money. Nonprofits are broke. But do you know the millionaires and the billionaires of the world have nonprofits or maybe CEOs? So nonprofits does not mean that you're broke. Actually, nonprofits mean that you're selfless, because most times you're doing something for the community to solve a problem that is not going to handicap them.
Be sure you share this episode with another nonprofit founder. They need to know how much their stuff costs. Go like, share, comment, send this to another founder of yours.
Bye.